So I'm sitting here. I decided to go ahead and cut some fabric. Looks like I already cut a little bit of fabric, and I am going to struggle to cut some more fabric. What I wanted was a little bit more fabric, more zipper pouches. I made some in November prior to this event. I was going to, because I knew I was going to see a couple friends there. So I wanted my friends to, sorry, there's a reflection of it's not a ring light, it's just one of those desk lights with the magnifier. It kind of looks like a ring. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing over there. Anyway, so I made a couple zipper pouches with those. Oh, I'm pointing at where I'm gonna cut at. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an expert at making bags or mass producing or what have you. Sorry about all the reflections on the ruler. And so I'm not the best at cutting either. Anyway, so I made a couple bags and I like the bags that I made. Sorry, that's my phone going off in the background. I should have turned that off. Anyway, so I'm not a professional at making YouTube videos, so you gotta forgive me. And anyways, I made a couple bags. I was gonna say before I went to that event, and what I did was I made them almost that size. They might have been a little bit bigger, but I was trying to make them the same size. But since I had already made them, I was just cutting them to a size that I thought would be enough. So I had two pieces of fabric, and I got those fabrics at Walmart. And they're two fat quarters, and I just was cutting them those sizes. Cut them down to where I can get at least four, get two per side, so I'll be four pieces out of one piece of fat quarter. Anyway, so the zipper pouch that I made, I took the top and quilted on some batting. I just did some free motion quilting. I'm not very good at it. I'm just trying to practice. This one lady was like, "Oh, free motion with your feed dogs drop, but just put your stitch length at 0 and it works a lot better." And I'm like, "Okay," so that's what I did. I think I didn't drop my feed dogs when I did this, or the first one, or I did drop the feed dogs. I don't remember. So, um, yeah, I made some zipper pouches. I lined them with this canvas because I really wanted it stiff so that if someone used it and they could throw something in there, that they'd be sturdy. But I don't think they look good on the inside. But I know the inside lining was this canvas I also got from Walmart like a while back to make some zipper pouches, some not zipper pouches, some canvas totes, and I only made a few totes, and some of them sold, and that was like years ago. So anyway, here I am trying to make some more, and I wanted to make some more for Christmas, right? To hand out for Christmas, and to have some made to sell on my little website, which I'm not very good at having a website. I've been trying to sell stuff directly on my website. I use Square. I don't even know if I've mentioned this. So any of the products or any products or names that I use in this video, I do not get paid to mention them. I'm not, I don't have a sponsor or anything. Just letting that you guys know, I'm not sponsoring. Definitely not going to sponsor Walmart, or Walmart's not going to be my sponsor or whatever. It's just something affordable, and their fabric is they're decent. I'm not going to say it. Some of their fabric can be the same quality as Joann's. So, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say this one is per se, but some of theirs is. So anyway, I am here trying to cut the fabric and make it even. Instead of me measuring that fabric, I'm just showing you that I need to cut off the edge. But I'm not worried about cutting the edge right now. I am just trying to cut down the last pieces of the fabric. And I really thought I was moving fast. That's the funny part. I really thought I was moving fast in this video. But I am not moving fast on this video. I'm lining the fabric up. Alexa, stop. Like I said, this is not a professional video. When um, I have a speaker from Amazon, and I have it remind me when to start shutting down in my creative space, because I can get caught up in my creative space and then don't clean up, don't shut everything down um, until the very last minute, and then I really need, I call it a descent. I need to slowly descend to my bedroom, kind of like, you're on an airplane, they said, oh, we're going to start our descent, and it seems like it takes like 30 minutes for their descent. That's kind of how I feel about my stuff. Here I am trying to measure it and get it perfectly lined up so that when I do go and fix the edges on all of these, um, I can do it quickly. So I am grabbing a smaller ruler here. I have multiple rulers. I'm grabbing a smaller ruler because I'm just lining up the edges and making sure that the edges at the top and the edges on the bottom. And look, I think I'm showing you the numbers, but you can't see those numbers because the screen is so far away. So I don't know what I thought I was doing. I thought I was showing you stuff, but I couldn't be showing you stuff because you can't see it because the numbers are too far away. And that light that I need so that you can see what I'm doing is that light is just reflecting and causing off the ruler to where even if you wanted to see, it's probably really hard to see. So I'm just lining the fabric up really well. If I was a professional, I would have the measurements on the screen here, and I don't know what the measurements are, and I'm just making zipper pouches. So I made two, and I mailed those off. I didn't even take a picture of those. I didn't put a label on those. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I like to sew, and it calms me, but I am nowhere a professional. Anyway, so uh, you like the way I just threw that to try to make it seem like I was excited to throw it. Here I am going to measure up as much as I can. I'm not going to stack it too high because I don't want to make too many mistakes. So I had the bulk where I would cut one and I cut the other half and it would be off. And so I'm going to keep doing that throughout this video. I want to stack them all, but I better not stack them all. I may attempt to put them on there. I can't remember if I did or not. Because if you do, you have too many pieces of fabric stacked, there's a good chance, after doing all this measuring, making sure it's perfectly lined up, there's a good chance that it may shift because there's too many fabrics stacked together. A lot of ladies, they have a super sharp rotary cutter. You can see I'm using a lot of the what do you call it? That brand Fiskas. Yeah, I'm using a lot of Fiska stuff. I got Fiska's cutting mat. I got a Fiska's rotary cutter because when I started off with my sewing and deciding to do more sewing and cutting, that what I did was I saw that maybe I have another edge that I need to trim up. You see how I changed it and I was like, oh, what if I don't have the edges cut up right? Yeah, I need to trim some more edges. So the sides need to be trimmed. I make mistakes like that all the time. So I'm working on not making silly mistakes. But anyway, but yeah, when I first started sewing, I could only go get the things that I could afford. Now I could probably afford like I forgot the name of that, Olfa, or I think that's the brand of the rotary cutter. Just like my rulers there are OmniGrid, and which is a better ruler. It's not my old other ruler works, but all the numbers are off. So now I'm realizing that I got too many all messed up. I'm just like, oh, it's whatever. Oh, I said whatever because I got salvage in there, but I don't care about salvage because for the most part, a lot of people don't even know there's salvage in there. But I probably should not have the salvage in there. I'm cutting off trim. I should have been trimming it with where I'm trimming the salvage off. That's what I should have been doing. But I didn't think that through. So common sense says now, if I was going to be trimming, make sure the salvage is the part that trims. Like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to making these bags. I know how to cut a bunch of them up. Now, since then, I've cut a bunch of liners, lining fabric to go in there. I don't know if that's going to be part of the video here, but I think this is, I'm just trying to get all these ones set up. And this is like me mass producing. I'll be honest, this is really therapeutic cutting, not the cutting the fabric because I don't prefer cutting fabric, but getting the fabric ready to so that I can sew it and makes me happy. Now, believe it or not, I think I ironed all this fabric before I started cutting it, but it does not look like I ironed it. See how I'm putting it up at the top? That's why I was saying it's better for me not to stack it. So look, I think I'm gonna iron it, line it up at the bottom so I can cut off some of the salvage. You see, I flipped it around to do that. I should have did that in the first place, but oh, I'm cutting off the edge. I'm not even cutting the top. I don't even know what I did. Anyways, these are done. I'm getting them almost done here. I know this is a boring video. It's just me cutting stuff. I think more than anything, I figured I would have a video instead of you looking at me. I'm talking about. I talked pretty much about what I did in there, but I just want to let you guys know this is part of my therapeutic activity. Some days I get more. Some weeks I can do multiple days of sewing and I can get multiple days of art, and I can get some days of going to meetings and get some business stuff taken care of. Sometimes I can't get all of the above done, and that's what gets disappointing, like not being able to take care of all my responsibilities. Today, I was able to get. I ordered two bookshelves from IKEA so I can organize some of my fabric because my fabric has been organized since my previous place, and I've been here almost 7 months, and my place is messed up. I just said I was done. So I stopped the video so early. I forgot to say, well, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you think I should do differently about my videos, or what you just think about my cutting situation with all the fabric. All right, thank you for stopping by my channel. Peace.